I'm loving it.
Are the folks having a wonderful day?
I hope they're having a wonderful day. I'm having a wonderful day. Are you having a wonderful day, dear?
I'd say that this is a very good day.
It's a very good day for us.
And I would like to say hi to Lois Lane and Nick.
Hi, Lois Lane. Hi, Nick.
Nick calls you queen. She is the queen. That's the truth.
I'm his queen.
She's extremely queenly.
I am. Thank you.
She's got the hentai mommy body, and it's so good.
Oh, baby.
You feel like fluffy marshmallows inside. Wow. Did you know that's what that body type feels like? Fluffy marshmallows?
You flatter me.
Oh, and they're warm marshmallows.
You flatter me, dear.
It's true, though. These are the facts of having a beautiful girl in your life, and it's very healthy, you know?
You like having a beautiful girl in your life?
I do.
Puppies.
Because you're not in sin, then you just want to have sex with your girl, and it's good and holy.
There you go.
And righteous.
There you go. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing?
Hello, Stephanie. How are you?
It's okay. I like gay people.
Gay people make the world go round just like everybody else does.
It does.
You know, why would it be a case?
Our
Oh my God!
Is Watermelon? Did she run out?
No.
Hold on.
No, she didn't run out.
Is Gavin okay?
Here. She's just pushing the door open because she's like this. That's it. Locked door.
Wait, where's Gavin?
He's right there.
Okay. Okay.
It's fine.
All right.
We're all good.
We're all good.
Yeah, she's strong.
The cats are accounted for.
Yeah, nobody can hear me on this because my mic isn't added. Just to let you know.
Well, I mean, I could just switch over to this, and then they can hear you.
And then they hear me, I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to know that I'm not on there. So if you're doing voiceover and you wanted me to have voiceover with you, that's not possible because my mic ain't on there.
Yeah, do you guys want to be grossed out? Like,
I want to know some new foodie beauty shit.
there is no new food.
There's nothing new.
Shit.
Hasn't there?
No, it's just bullshit.
There hasn't been any new garlic bread video.
Oh.
No new garlic?
No,
How
not
could
really.
How could this be?
Everything's boring.
There's no new garlic bread video.
No.
How could this be?
But I do have something.
Okay.
I do have something for you.
We're talking like this because it's NPR
It's
ASMR.
2016.
Because we can talk like this. That's why we talk like this.
This is NPR ASMR.
This is the only way how to talk. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is therapeutic and good for people's soul.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. All right. So, let's start this.
In a high-end Los Angeles hotel suite that smells like a mix of baby oil and fear. Cassie Ventura is sprawled on a mattress, soaked with blood, urine, and baby oil. Her body screaming from days of forced encounters with male escorts. Her face swollen from a fresh beating, a black eye blooming, and Sean Diddy Combs looms over her, phone in hand, recording as he orders an escort to urinate in her mouth. She chokes, tears streaming, but he doesn't stop. His voice icy demands her to keep going.
Ew. Diddy's gross, bro.
NP Reverend, NP Reverend, that's right.
Yeah.
Incorporated. But here's the thing. There should be a trigger warning at the beginning of this video.
Okay.
That was very disgusting. Like
I said, do you want to get disgusted?
That was really bad though. Like I didn't know that was going to be there. Okay, we can go ahead.
This isn't fiction. It's Cassie's testimony from Diddy's federal trial. This is a case spilling over with vile details that will make your stomach turn. We're counting down the top 10 most disturbing moments from this trial, from infections to depraved fetishes. Each one darker than the last. And here's the kicker. Diddy's still paying accuser James rent and legal fees, even as she testifies against him. Stay with us, because this is a twisted tale you need to hear to believe. We're plunging...
So he's still paying for this bitch's rent, and she's like talking against him.
Well, that's what he kept telling her. He's like, bitch, I pay your rent. Yeah, you leave that door open. Because this is I pay for this.
That's some fuck shit, man.
I pay for this.
I know, right?
I'm Diddy. I get everything I want. Oh, I'm a savage. Oh, I'm a savage. I get everything I want.
He knows what he's got in, man. He knows.
into the ugliest parts of Diddy's trial. A countdown of moments so graphic, they've left jurors shaken and the courtroom heavy with tension. From freak-offs to brutal violence, we're laying out every detail, backed by witness testimony and court evidence, and also the bombshell that Diddy's still footing Jane's bill. Each moment is a window into a world of alleged abuse, control, and excess. Let's dive in. Cassie Ventura and Jane Doe, the trial's key accusers, didn't just walk away from Diddy's freak-offs with emotional scars. They suffered physical torment that lingered for months. Cassie testified that the marathon sex sessions, often stretching 36 to 72 hours, left her with reoccurring bacterial vaginosis.
Man, it's the same thing that freaking Cassie was talking about. Like, it's so gross. It's,
Oh, this is a Jane Doe?
yeah, this is a Jane Doe. He did the same thing to this girl.
I think
Like, he's still paying for her fucking rent, bro.
Yeah.
While he's in jail.
I think that this is like I think he did this like with all of the women he was with, like Kim Porter.
I think so,
I think
too.
Kim Porter was doing freak off stuff secretly.
Yeah.
Like she didn't want anybody to know because she's Christian and stuff, you know. But this dude is a fucking menace to society. He's like very similar to Trump. I think that's why they got along so well.
Yeah,
They're both psychopathic in nature, kind of.
I think so.
Sociopathic, you know.
I think so.
Megalomaniacal.
That's true. I don't know.
It's insane.
This dude is so fucking weird. Like, after knowing all this about Diddy, even if he was like innocent or came out to be innocent, nobody gonna look at him the same. Like, he's worse than O.J. Simpson.
I agree.
You know?
Oh my God. Oh. I don't think there's any comparing OJ. Not even like fucking close. OJ, if he did it, right? OJ, and he was acquitted. May I say this? He was acquitted by a jury of his peers to be innocent. So stop the shit. But here's the thing: if he did it, it was for the honor of his girl. That's how he felt about it.
Yeah.
But it was very bizarre. Of course, it's like that. If he did it, he's fucked in the head. So
That's true. That's true.
I don't think he did it.
And yeast infections. She described hotel suites that turned into biohazards, floors slick with baby oil, and on the walls, sheets crusted with blood and urine, and no time.
Oh! That is so gross, dude.
Okay, then you can assume what's going on there. No, I didn't get them yet, Butters.
That is so gross.
Hopefully next Saturday. Dude, you know what's happening. There's like tearing of the organ. Because you're getting blood.
It's so gross. It's so gross. It's
Why
so
do you
gross.
have to... This is the question. Why do you have to hurt a woman? Why do you have to hurt them?
God, when was the last time he had normal fucking, like, sex?
Why the
violence?
Why is this in the hearts of men to hurt women in sex? I'm trying to get that.
I don't know.
I don't understand
What
that.
we have is beautiful.
No,
it's
yeah,
gentle.
but
It's,
I'm saying...
like, I don't get it. I'm not like that.
Do they think like the coming is harder or something?
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Oh, what piercings? I'm getting a labrae and earrings.
There.
Yeah. And Shanny's going to do something cool.
Yep.
We got plans. This is gross.
It is gross.
Time to shower. I was expected to keep going, even with infections. This is what she told the jurors, her voice breaking as she detailed burning sores in her mouth, in her body, I'll say, thick discharge and rotten smell that made her gag. Medical.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Okay, could I ask a question to you,
Oh,
Shanny? I'm
what?
going to ask you as a female because you're a female.
What?
What could cause like sores on the inside of her and in her throat, and what could that be? Herp, like
It could be the herpaderp.
I'm trying. Why would there be sores on the inside?
I
of
don't know.
woman?
I've never been there. I don't know.
Maybe,
Probably friction.
Oh, maybe somebody in chat that has more experience in the more perverse.
I don't want to know.
That
Just,
friction. Okay, friction.
records shown in court confirmed she needed multiple rounds of antibiotics that actually stopped working on the infections, and they just kept coming back. Sometimes they landed her in urgent care with fever and pelvic pain. Jane's story was just as grim. She testified to getting yeast infections and urinary tract infections from unwashed sex toys that Diddy supplied. Some were still visibly dirty from other women.
Dirty from other women.
He was so nasty that he didn't wash the sex toys ever.
That is just the worst.
You are fucking gross, dude.
Oh, that's just the worst.
He just leave like poop on it and stuff, like from some random.
Like already, like he didn't use like protection either. So you know that like it's like knowing his freak ass is like messy.
No,
Yeah.
this guy should be banned from having sex.
Oh.
Do you know the disease?
Oh Lord.
The disease.
Oh God.
This is gross, man.
Oh.
Folks, do you know how gross this is?
Oh.
women with crust on it.
Oh, wait. She had to say the crust word. Excuse me, Melanie. Excuse me, Miss Melanie King. Can I ask you a question? Is that a medical term, crust? Crust? Could I get a witness on why do you use the word crust? Could we use some other word?
It's like the word moist.
No, I like that word.
Okay, you like moist.
I like the word moist a lot.
Crust?
Crust is disgusting.
Unless it's crusty.
Well, crusty's cool.
For days, pain felt like there were
Ew.
knives cutting me. This
Jesus
is what
Christ.
Jeez,
Can somebody tell me what they're doing to these people? Like,
I
I'm not understanding this.
don't either.
This is really disturbing. Like,
Yep.
why do you want to do this to people? There's like, why? I'm trying. Like, no.
I don't mind the word crust, pie crust, bread crust. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair
Yeah.
enough. That's fair enough. All right.
But a crusty dildo? Not something you want to hear.
Well, the question is, where's the what did the crust come from?
Other
like-
women?
Yeah, but like what? Friction, skin? Like skin?
No,
skin.
they're leave-ins. They're
leave-ins.
they're
They're female.
CUN.
They're female. That's assuming that they
Yeah.
made them.
Yeah.
They made them do that.
said
What's up? The
crying.
pancakes in the house.
Hi, Pancake.
We have
How are you, dear?
We have the maximum pancakes.
Oh Lord, this is nasty. This one.
Pancakes enters
she
the
recalled
room.
using a hotel sink to flush it out because
Yeah.
Diddy wouldn't let her pause. Jane's medical reports showed she had UTIs almost weekly in 2022, with one infection spreading to her kidneys requiring IV antibiotics. She said Diddy dismissed her pain, saying, "You'll be fine. Just keep it sexy."
You'll
The
be fine.
defense
Keep it sexy.
I have a kidney infection. Stupid. You just be sexy, yo.
Don't you know that one of the most attractive things that could be in a female is having a UTI?
Ew. Like, why do these guys not like? They must be getting UTIs themselves.
This is absolutely gross.
Oh, it's so gross.
Pancakes. What do you think of the absolute perversity that is Diddy?
Oh, it's so gross.
This dude is really gross. I'm feeling like Howard Stern, the placement of my mic.
Used dildos on his girl from other women and
Why?
men.
But
Oh, it's so gross.
I'm trying to figure out why.
I don't understand.
The infections could have come from, other partners, or maybe she just had poor hygiene. But the women's accounts,
Oh my God, dude.
Cassie's tongue and throat
Popcorn
having
penis.
sores from oral sex, Jane's oozing wounds, they tied all of these women's
Oozing
health
wounds?
problems.
Oozing wounds. She said it.
Shanny, oozing wounds?
Oh my God.
This is complete degradation.
Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
We're talking about the Diddy case. We're not referencing these things on our own. This is in the news, and we're doing commentary in the news.
Please don't judge me. I don't judge you. Thank you.
To the
Correct.
filthy conditions of these hotel nights. Prosecutors show photos of a seized sex toy from Diddy's Miami home, caked up with residue, to drive the point home.
Oh my God. Like, okay, it's caked up.
Oh God.
Can you imagine how disgusting?
Oh my God.
Matthew Buttermilk Pancake says that Diddy is not only a sexual deviant, but also a murderer who has a problem with his mojo and gets off on powering over everyone. That's right. I'm a savage. I get everything I want. You know?
I don't know how this is sexy, Lois Lane. I just don't.
See, but that's the image, Biggie, the hypnotized video.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's all about having bitches and stuff. It's fake.
This is so gross.
It was absolutely disgusting. This wasn't just neglect. It was a health crisis born of excess. On March 5th of 2016, at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, security guard Israel Flores, now an LAPD officer, responded to a 2 a.m. call about a woman in distress. He found Cassie Ventura huddled in a hallway corner, her hoodie pulled tight to hide her swollen face. Blood crusted on her lip and nose.
Why didn't
Diddy
anybody
sat
do
calmly
anything about
in
that?
a towel and neon green socks. A shattered crystal.
We're sponsored by YouTube right now?
What?
Did y'all do something special to the stream? It was on my homepage. It's sponsored by YouTube. Y'all are mainstream
They're
now.
liking us?
Yeah.
Hey, thank you,
Thank you, YouTube.
We just want to exist and have a good show.
Yeah, thank you, YouTube.
We want to be entertainers.
I
man.
appreciate it.
We love that. Thank you.
I love to you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Shanny kisses.
Yeah.
Got unicorn Shanny kisses. See? I'm feeling like Howard Stern over here.
You are Howard Stern, baby.
No.
You're my Howard Stern.
No, he did that crazy thing with the mic, remember, in Private Parts?
I guess so, man.
Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, man. He told
I
me.
didn't really watch that movie.
Oh, okay.
Every single time I did, I always ended up having sex.
Oh,
So we didn't really get through it all.
okay. Well,
Ever.
that makes sense. He tells the girl to get on the speaker, and he does the whoa, 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 whoa. Remember that shit?
No, but
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I would, yeah.
That's how you do it. See, I have to put my bass up a little bit on the controls
There
sometimes,
you go.
but not right now.
vase nearby, its shards glinting under the fluorescent lights. Flores testified that Diddy handed him a wad of cash, $2,500 to $5,000, and crisp $100 bills, saying, "This stays between us. You feel me?" Cassie, trembling, whispered to Flores, "He's going to kill me," her eyes darting to Diddy. Prosecutors played silent surveillance footage for jurors to see, showing Diddy tackling Cassie, kicking her ribs until she curled into a fetal position on the floor, and dragging her back to their room by her hair. The video that was leaked by CNN in 2023 matched Cassie's 2023 lawsuit description.
It really did. Like, no one can say that Diddy's, like, innocent on that part.
See, just based on this, in my opinion, I think he
Yeah.
should be put away because he's like a menace to society.
He loves abusing women.
That's the thing. See,
And it's really gross.
he doesn't like sexually pleasuring a woman. He likes seeing them abused and degraded, which says to me he's 100% a down low homosexual.
That's possibly,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, that's how-
I mean, he's so into fashion.
No, that's not. Come on, like that doesn't. Mean,
Okay, that's a stereoteip.
that's not
okay.
necessarily something, right?
But how he touches men the way he does,
Yes,
how him and Meek
Yeah.
Mill made out.
they made out openly.
Yeah.
Meet what?
There's a
I
video
didn't know
of that. Yeah.
I didn't know that. No, there's a see with a specific type, and this is not an anti-gay statement at all. I'm saying that guys that closet themselves and they're not who they are usually are abusive to the women they're with. It's just a thing. Look up statistics. Is statistics on that. Okay? So I'm not being anti-gay. The gay people are fine, 100%.
He does have Hello Kitty glasses on, yes. Because he's pretty.
I can't do eye makeup, so I'm wearing these then.
There you go.
And be a cute girl. Animated.
To a T. Flores said that the cash felt like a bribe, not a tip, as the defense had been claiming this whole time. And prosecutors alleged that Diddy paid the hotel staff $100,000 to suppress the footage. And not just Flores, but his manager and another security guard. The whole
Is this a little bit better? No.
A little bit louder now. A little
Yeah.
bit louder now.
That I think it's fine the way it is. Thanks.
You know you make me wanna.
Show. Show.
That's such a fucking kill.
Show.
The Shanny Kitty ears. I have to get black ones.
Yes.
I want it black and green.
We gotta find those. for
Typo
you.
negative colors.
I know, right?
Yeah. Everything is black and green for me now.
There we go.
thing
That's my
sounds like
color
something
scheme.
from a movie. Flores testified to seeing Cassie's torn shirt and a fresh bruise on her cheek, adding she looked like she had been through hell. He said Diddy's calm demeanor was so eerie, like he'd done this before. The prosecution argued that this was part of a
Yeah, he is definitely a psychopath.
Yeah, I don't think this is not sociopathic. This is psychopathic behavior.
It is. I don't know what happened to Diddy, but something happened to Diddy, and he lost his way, man.
With a guy like this too, there's only one solution, and that's to I'd say chemically castrate him, but put him away. Like
You want to chemically castrate Diddy?
I would. I think yeah. Oh my God, Lois, you made a friend right now. We love Pete forever. I do.
He loves Pete.
He's close to my heart. I feel like I know him. I really do.
Yeah.
I think a piece of him went into me. I really feel that.
Yeah.
I felt the day he died. Like I felt it in my heart.
Oh.
And my voice got lower that day. I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm not kidding. Okay? My cock grew 5 inches. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding about that.
Now, back to Diddy.
Go ahead, yeah. This is...
pattern. citing other witnesses who claim that Diddy paid off hotel staff in Miami and New York as well to silence abuse reports. The defense insisted the money was a gesture. He was being kind for Flores's discretion. But Flores's shaken testimony, backed by video evidence, and Cassie's fearful plea, painted a picture of a man buying his way out of accountability. This moment is a chilling glimpse into Diddy's alleged playbook, cash to cover cruelty. Jane's testimony about Diddy's sexual fetishes was a descent into depravity. She described hotel nights, freak-offs, where Diddy orchestrated elaborate role plays, casting himself as Michael Jordan, Jane as Kobe Bryant, and a male escort as Shaquille O'Neal. His cuckold and bisexual fetishes fuel the scenes, with Diddy watching Jane have sex with multiple escorts, often demanding that they ejaculate.
Please stop.
Here we go. And we're getting the intimate detail. Okay, it's a
On her
bukkake.
face or chest.
Okay, not bukkake. Bukkake is a stomach.
No, he liked the pearl necklace.
He wanted pearl necklaces and what did the boobs? Did she say boobs? What did she say?
Mouth and
Mouth.
chest.
Oh, gotta be the mouth.
Yeah.
Let's put some disgust.
Yeah.
He is a fucking pig.
Oh, he's so gross.
And the only reason he did this was to see other men's assholes
Ugh.
thrusting. That's
Ew.
what, because he's into men.
Ew.
He's a fucking.
He's so weird. This makes me so uncomfortable.
He'd rub it on himself, sometimes his face, and laugh like a kid. Jane testified to gagging as she recalled him licking his fingers or smearing it all over his lips. She
Wait a minute, what?
He smeared it on his
Jizz.
lips.
Other man's.
Yeah, he smeared it on his lip.
He smeared other men's jism
He did.
on his mouth. He's gay.
He very
He is gay.
yeah.
Okay, and I'm not saying bi.
Oh, it's so
He's
gross.
not bi. He's not.
It's so gross.
He liked the jism
Ew.
spread on his nipples too.
no.
He said on his nipples.
No.
This man is homosexual.
said Diddy screamed, "Pop, pop," her grandfather's nickname during these acts, making her feel like a used toy in some type of sick game. On New Year's Eve in 2022 at the Four Seasons in Miami, Jane said the session had lasted for 3.5 days, with her
3.5 days. Oh my God, no. No, how is that even? No. Just no.
These guys, do you realize what Diddy did to these guys, folks?
Oh my God, they've become impotent.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've lost their ability, to...
He rode these guys so hard to be... I don't know. Because I've never, taken stuff to really do that. Like, to have a hard-on for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I never took stuff like that.
That's so gross.
So, he had them doing this, and literally, they developed ED because he pushed them so hard. Like, can you imagine as a guy, I'm not going to go into detail, never mind.
Yeah.
I understand it.
I know, I was set free once I jumped out of the closet. Yeah, I wish Diddy just came out of the closet and didn't do all these horrible things to women.
And see, if he did that, guess what? He would be living a happy gay lifestyle with some guy.
That's true.
Maybe Clive Davis, whatever.
Yeah.
Clive and him shack up. Because they were boyfriends. They were boyfriends.
That's true.
That's on the record that they were boyfriends. So
bleeding heavily from the rough sex during her period. The sheets looked like a murder scene, she told jurors, describing blood pooling under her as Diddy ordered her to keep going while he filmed on an iPad. Jane sent him a text, shown in court. "My body hit a wall. I'm bleeding too much." Diddy's reply?
I'd like to
"Stay in the
apologize
light,
to
baby."
people for this.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that this is getting more graphic, by the week, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to the audience because I really don't feel like this is Christian. Like, this is very, they're giving us some details, man. How do you feel about this? It's just a news story and do it, right?
To me, it's just a news story.
Yeah, you're right. It's just
I don't put my emotional value on this other than what the fuck.
for the sake of how I feel about it a little bit. I would say I'm sorry to the audience for that extreme.
Yeah.
That's pretty extreme. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he said. She testified that he ignored her pain, once tossing a towel and saying, "Clean up. We're not done yet."
Oh, he's such a bastard. Oh my God, he's so freaking.
He's incontrollable. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not controllable. His libido in the way of this perverse, in the closet, gay stuff is so extreme that he wants to literally see the woman like a trash bin. That's his view. Like, and that's like incels get like this. They really do.
I don't
But
get it.
That's why there's a lot of R-word porn. It's incel shit.
Oh my God, this is awful. This poor woman,
Like-
whoever went through this.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we're not gonna know. I mean,
But guys, like I have to say the name Andrew Tate. Him, these red pill guys,
yeah.
they're sissified. They're gay.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
They enjoy seeing a woman torn apart, like the Vince McMahon stuff. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
they
a
like.
good idea. Is pin a trigger warning.
Yes, I would do that. Like, yes. This subject matter is like holy shit next level. Like, if you are a victim of this type of shit, this is going to be like, whoa, I don't really think I want to hear that. And I would be there with you if I was a victim of this type of extreme. It's abuse, man. Like, straight. It just is. Like, I can't imagine being these poor people that went through this need reparations. I say the word reparation. They need massive financial restitution. This video reminds me of Tento. Thank you for that. Trigger warning, PG-13. It's more of PG-13.
No, it's PG-13.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. Oh Lord Jesus.
Looking like fucking Mickey Rourke or something.
No, man. Like Diddy just needs to go away, like forever. You know.
Well, he's a menace to society.
Yeah.
And if he's let go, he's gonna triple, quadruple down on everything he did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is gonna be the worst menace the country's seen since, like, you know, Bonnie and Clyde or some shit. Like,
That's possible.
I'm telling you, he will be a terror.
True.
It's wild. The defense called it consensual role play, pointing to a 2021 text where Jane seemed enthusiastic, but her 2023 text, begging to stop, told a completely different story. The bombshell? Jane also revealed
I'm too bright.
You want it down a bit?
I do.
Producer deal.
Yeah.
That's the producer deal.
That's right. Good. Yeah. That's a lot better.
Cool. Oh yeah, you're right. That's way better.
that Diddy still pays her $10,000 monthly rent and legal fees right now while she's testifying. It's wild. She said he wired $10,000 to her landlord in January of this year and covered her attorney's $50,000 retainer, suggesting he's still pulling strings. I feel like he's watching me. She said this as she wept on the stand. This wasn't just a fetish. It was a control system set up and dressed up as some type of fantasy role play.
I think it was probably MK Ultra and ritualistic. It seemed like it, like the candles and the water and the oil, and it just...
Yeah, but she's saying, what the fuck word did she use? Shit. I'm sorry. She used a weird word. I was going to ask why did she use that word, but I can't remember what word it was she used.
Oh, okay.
And the CCs aren't up there, so I can't.
I have no idea, boo.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sean Deering, a male escort known as Skylar, took the stand with a haunting account of over a dozen freak-offs with Cassie and Diddy from 2014 to 2015. He described hotel suites turned into slippery nightmares, floors so slick with baby oil he nearly fell, walls smeared with oily handprints and footprints, and sheets stained with blood, urine, and vomit.
This is spirit cooking show.
Oh, this so spirit cooking.
This is spirit cooking. Maria Abramovic.
She did fucked up weird shit like this too.
He's a Satanist. Okay, now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know for sure. He's a fucking Satanist.
Hey, Wookie.
We love you. We love you.
Yes, we love you.
Everybody needs a good Wookiee in their life.
I agree.
It will just make your life better. But I'm telling you right now that this guy, straight up, I'm telling you, if he just acknowledged his homosexuality and lived the life of a homosexual male, he would be so much happier.
Yeah, but now he can in prison.
Yeah, he has to pay for everything because he's a pig.
Yeah, there's plenty of willing participants in jail.
That's truth. You're right.
Yeah.
That's truth. Diddy's an absolute pig and he needs to pay for all of it.
Yeah, he really does.
He said that Cassie was kind, but very broken, and she seemed to be robotic when Diddy left the room. Her eyes were dead, like she had checked out. This is what he testified. Now, in a 2014 session at the Beverly Hills Hotel, Diddy ordered him to urinate on Cassie's chest. And
No. No, it can't be. This is not the way. This is never the way. Don't.
What do
you don't pee on a beautiful woman's chest, okay?
Oh, that.
You just don't pee. You don't poo. You don't vomit. You kiss a woman's beautiful chest.
That's correct.
And caress it.
Lick it.
Yeah, you love it.
Okay.
You know?
Can someone please explain to me the circumstance that you would want to defecate or pee on a woman? Is there?
And yes, I am kink shaming, and I'm going to.
Me too with that.
It's just too much.
You tell me why.
Ew.
That's all I need to know.
The only occasion you should pee on someone if they were bitten, or stunned by a jellyfish, and it helps, stop the pain. But that's besides the point. And also a really good Friends episode. Sorry, that was awkward.
Yeah, that's right, Capone, Boxer. And, and this is where this type of behavior comes from.
See, Lois Lane said it maybe only if to soothe a jellyfish thing. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time you pee on someone.
I mean, yeah, if
you
that's...
could pee on yourself.
But it's... To mix it with sex stuff, and then you're bringing in this weird spiritual stuff, like spirit cooking. Like, you're doing rituals at that point.
Yeah.
Like Diddy was doing rituals.
Yeah,
I'm pretty confident.
He ain't no innocent boss man.
No, of course he's not innocent. Who the fuck would ever, try and argue that?
No, he's a piece of fucking...
There's no way you can argue he's innocent.
Yeah.
There's zero chance.
Yeah. Ew.
he complied without a word.
Hello, Aaron. How are you?
Her face was blank as she just sat there, motionless, urine dripping to the floor. He said that he once demanded that he...
Ew. 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 I'm sorry. I don't care how sexy you think that is. I ain't letting you pee-pee on me.
But what she said?
Shit.
She said urine to the floor?
Her dripping urine.
Urine.
To the floor, yeah.
I can't.
And just standing there like,
drenched in piss.
Ejaculate on Cassie's face, then smeared it on his own chest, grinning. It was like she was a puppet. This is what he recalled as Cassie's silence and Diddy barking all of these orders, specifying positions and even the escort's body types. They had to be lean, over 6 feet, and light-skinned. He testified to seeing Cassie take ecstasy pills, handed by Diddy to loosen up. But she seemed numb by the end of it all, barely being able to speak or respond to anything. He recalled a moment when Cassie whispered, "I just want to sleep." But Diddy snapped at her, "You're not done yet." The defense...
The hell I ain't done yet. I am done. I'm going to bed. Go finish your own self off, weirdo. I mean,
He's just in the corner in the chair, just like that. And just like, yeah, you get over there, put her leg up on put her leg up on the bedpost.
It's so gross.
Have her do a headstand, split legged, and keep her like that for 30 minutes at least. What a weirdo.
Citing her presence at these multiple sessions during the testimony when he was speaking, and it was backed by text where Cassie wrote, "I'm tired of being a doll." The defense said that was part of the role play. Now, this supported her claims of psychological...
Part of the role play.
Yeah, part of the role play is being psychologically abused.
Part of the role play, huh?
That's just part of the role play. That's how we get sexy here.
Yeah, I just...
That's how we get down sexy time here, is we do these things. And it smells like ass all over the house.
Ugh, he's so gross.
Oh my God.
Prosecutors showed a hotel
dildos.
receipt from the Beverly Hills session confirming Diddy's $12,000 bill for damages, including ruined linens, carpet, and walls. This wasn't pleasure. It was a woman's spirit being crushed. Rapper Kid Cudi brought a cinematic horror to the trial with a story of vengeance. In 2011, while dating Cassie, he got a late-night call from Diddy, who threatened to blow up his Porsche 911 and make sure friends see it burn. Cudi testified, "I laughed, thinking he was just drunk." But Diddy's voice was cold, like he meant it. In January of 2012, Cudi's car was torched with a Molotov cocktail, reduced to a blackened husk in his Hollywood Hills driveway. Fire department photos shown in court revealed the charred wreckage with melted tires.
But
and
see,
a
this is an
shattered
important
windshield.
point, because this goes to Rico.
Yeah.
Arson, that's part of RICO.
Yes.
So, like, they really do have him on that now. So that means he's going to jail for life.
Ooh, he said sexual psychic vampirism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Succubus, incubus, succubus shit.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's correct. Like, it's very bad shit. You
He's
don't want to
so-
go down that.
Oh, he's so gross.
Because you get a demon out of that shit.
That's true. He needs like serious help, man. Even Marilyn Manson wouldn't party with Diddy. There you go. And Manson's done everything.
But that's not all he did. He also broke into Kid Cudi's house and did something to his dog that traumatized it. A Los Angeles police report entered as evidence confirmed arson via an incendiary device. Cudi confronted Diddy at a studio weeks later, asking, "What about my car?" Diddy just smirked. "What car?" This is what he told the jurors. "I knew it was him. He wanted Cassie back." Prosecutors tied this to the racketeering charge, calling it intimidation to control Cassie's relationships. They cited a 2011 text from Diddy to Cassie shown in court. "You're mine and nobody else's." The defense argued there's no direct evidence linking Diddy, suggesting it could have been a random act. But Judge Herein allowed the testimony, citing its relevance to Diddy's alleged violent patterns. Cudi's shaken voice, describing the smell of burnt rubber and his fear for Cassie, made this a terrifying moment of alleged revenge. Backed by hard evidence, that is very hard for any juror to dismiss. Jane's testimony about her 2023 birthday was a heartbreaker that left jurors visibly uncomfortable. She expected a romantic getaway with Diddy in Miami, testifying, "I just wanted to cuddle, watch a movie, be with my partner." At Nobu, over sushi and sake, Diddy casually suggested entertaining another man. My throat closed.
Why can't you just be intimate with me, dude?
Because he's not into the girl, he's into the guy doing the girl.
It's so weird,
in
man.
a weird way. Like, why would you want that? I don't get it.
I mean, Diddy got the most beautiful women he could possibly get.
I mean,
and
yeah, like that's
And
what
it's
tells
like,
you that's what tells you he's not straight.
yeah, that's
Because
true.
it's not about pleasure.
No.
It's about degrading and controlling. That's what it's about.
No.
You are going to take this male escort's piss in your mouth. Like, that's, what do you say to that?
Ugh.
Like, there's nothing to say to
up.
that.
This is what she said as tears are streaming down her face. That night at the Mandarin Oriental, an escort named Don arrived, followed by 2 more men, all booked by Diddy's assistant. Jane testified she was forced.
He purposely booked it knowing it's her birthday. The extra men.
Happy birthday.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, great. That's exactly the birthday present she wanted, Diddy. Like, that, like your sex-obsessed fucking insanity. Oh, that's really what she wanted for her birthday, was to have to take on, like, 5 guys or whatever. You're a fucking freak.
So gross.
How many guys at once? Like, 12 was, like, the highest number or something? 12 guys?
I don't know. It's just ill.
I don't know. Maybe that's not Cassie.
Barf.
Maybe that was, what's her name? That case, what's her name? Jaguar Wright.
Yeah.
Talked about.
My question is, why didn't these women have enough self-esteem to know that, like, this shit is fucked up?
That's really sad, actually.
Yeah.
They should have had enough self-esteem to know that they were being trafficked. Like,
I agree.
they were being trafficked. All of them. The male escorts, female, they were trafficked. And you got them on RICO on so much now, really.
Yeah, you
And
really
paying
do.
the guy off with $100,000 in the paper bag.
Yeah.
That goes along with RICO. That's corrupt activities paying off. They got him.
Why does money, like, make people, like, deviants?
That's a great question.
I don't get it.
But the Lord said the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money.
Yeah.
Money itself is not evil. It's the love of money that's evil. And it makes people do this shit.
That's true.
Weird elites that, like, they're fucking sexual deviants for some reason.
That's true.
The elite.
It's weird.
I don't know.
Forced to have sex with all 3, plus Diddy, in a 24-hour ordeal fueled by ecstasy and Don Julio tequila. I was going back and forth between them, my body shaking, my legs got numb. This is what she testified to. She threw up from exhaustion in the bathroom sink, but Diddy scolded her, saying, "Stop crying. You're ruining the vibe." Jane sent him a text afterward, shown to the court. "I didn't want to do that on my birthday. You knew I was tired. My heart's broken." Diddy's reply?
What the fuck?
Rico's free, baby. Keep it sexy. Like what? She said he slapped her face when she begged to stop, leaving a red mark seen by her friend the next day. With Diddy still paying her rent and also her legal fees, she said it feels like he's just trying to buy my silence. The defense, they called it consensual, pointed to a 2021 voice note where Jane said, I love our nights, but a 2023 text said, I feel used. And her anguish was felt on the stand. Why would anyone want to do this on their birthday? And this echoes what Cassie has also said when she testified that during a birthday party for, I think, her 29th birthday, Diddy threw her a huge birthday party. She felt safe. She felt like...
That's the one with Britney Spears, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
She said that like Britney and them showed up for Diddy, like it was for him, you know? Because it's Sean. Okay, yeah, of course, Sean. Yeah, well, I'll do an event with Sean. Everybody.
Back in that time, yeah, everyone did everything with Diddy.
Diddy was the shit. Like, everybody wanted to at least be seen once with him.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, he was the superstar. And now he's just known for baby oil bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna have to get a baby oil sponsorship if he doesn't get convicted.
Oh my god, this is so bad. He is debauched.
Yeah.
Finally, I can be myself. I can be around friends and family. But just while she was enjoying herself on her birthday, Diddy demanded that she do a freak off. When she refused, his security dragged her out and she was forced to do a freak off that very night on her birthday. Cassie testified that Diddy recorded every freak off to use as blackmail against her, creating a digital vault of humiliation. She described sneaking into his phone to delete clips, only to find he'd back them up on a hard drive labeled Seize Nights. He'd FaceTime me, playing the videos to taunt me. This is what she recalled. And there was one time where he was laughing at her as she begged him to stop.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Do you remember that piece of video
He's
where
such a sadist.
I think it was either in a hotel room or it was on a boat, but she was on the floor and he had the covers over her body and he was like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do now?"
Yeah, what? No,
There was
no,
blood
yeah.
on the floor?
Yeah, there was blood on the floor. It's just,
This guy was so like, are you fucking kidding me? He was blatantly doing this shit
yeah.
on his fucking social media. He just goes live and she's like in a pile on the ground. Well, get up now, bitch. Like,
And then his weird videos with his mother.
well, I think we know that there was, yeah.
Ugh.
If you watched your mom fuck,
This
man.
poor girl, him trying to blackmail her. I'll show this to people. Then show it.
Disgusting asshole.
I know.
This is wrong. Okay.
There you go, handsome
I
man.
like that. Yeah. A little closer.
Tape
More
showed
intimate.
Cassie in degrading acts, like escorts urinating in her mouth
more
or
intimate,
ejaculating
yeah.
on her face.
Oh,
While
my
Diddy directed from a corner, pleasuring himself, I'll say, sometimes zooming in on her tears in the video. So he was getting...
He's zooming in on her tears.
This is a very big point of information.
Oh, God.
Now-
He's a psychopath, dude.
Now you know the motivation.
Yeah, he's an utter psychopath.
I bet he loves the movie Itchy the Killer. I bet he loves that movie.
Oh, I bet he...
The scenes that are in that,
Ugh.
I guarantee he loves that movie.
He's so messed up, bro. I never, ever...
No, he belongs in jail.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no doubt that he does.
pleasure from seeing all the pain that she was going through. One of the escorts, Daniel Phillip, from these crazy nights, testified that Diddy took his driver's license for insurance, saying, I felt like he could ruin me. Phillip described a 2015 session at the WNBA.
I want to apologize to you for poetic justice. This is really disgusting. God bless you. Okay, I'm sorry about this, actually.
I just want to say this is really gross.
It's gross.
Ugh.
I really rather be watching Chantal shit, that's for sure at this point. This man is one of the most absolute fucking monster, disgusting fucking pigs that I've ever seen. That's saying a lot too, because the man, we've heard some serious, very crazy, disgusting sex crimes.
Yes, we have.
This is really.
It's really gross.
It's the systematic degradation of a female, and
It really
if
is.
you're into this as a male, you should be absolutely fucking not want to live with yourself. This is horrible shit.
Ugh.
No worries.
urinating on Cassie's chest, barking, more, make it quick. Jurors saw blurred stills from these videos, showing oil-slick bodies on urine-soaked sheets, with Cassie's face contorted in distress. Cassie said one clip captured her choking on urine, Diddy's voice audible, That's my girl.
Oh, you freak, man. No.
But this there's one thing that's good about this that we know now. This is the behavior of a man that degrades females. We know now.
Yeah.
Clear. He is a absolute backwards, inward, homosexual, closeted that hates females because he deep down kind of wants to be one. That's the truth.
I couldn't see or imagine any reason to do this other than your hatred for women.
I agree. Yeah.
It's really messed up.
I felt like nothing, she wept. Prosecutors entered texts from Cassie to Diddy, begging him.
Hi, Tam Tam. How are you, beautiful woman?
We love you, Tam Tam. It's always you're welcome, and we love you here, and love to see your avatar. Always.
Always.
You're a sweet girl. Very sweet.
Delete them, please. I'm on my knees. With his reply saying, you're mine forever. The defense called the recordings consensual keepsakes, but Philip's testimony about Diddy's insurance and Cassie's fear of leaks, backed by her friend's testimony about her panic attacks, screamed control, not consent. This was a digital leash, and it's horrifying. Jane's testimony about a 2023 hotel night was a masterclass in petty cruelty. On her birthday, already dreading another escort session, she was paired with a stranger at Diddy's Miami home. I just sat on the couch, wanting it over, she told jurors. When she asked Diddy for a condom, fearing for any type of STDs, STIs, he exploded. He gave me this dirty look, shaking his head, like I'd stabbed him. He yelled, "You better not ask for a effing condom. That's disrespectful." Huh?
No. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. Like,
I'm just muted because like at this point I really feel like I know what it is now.
this is so hard to take in.
Like before I was still trying to figure him out. Like, is he just extremely sexually weird and he's actually straight and he's just into this like watching another man do dirty things to a woman? No. Nope. Because he focused in on her tears. That tells you everything about his motivation.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
Yes, he enjoys the essay of a woman.
Yeah.
Watching it. That's what
He's a literal Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He needs to be put away forever.
This is the type of
And keep in
menace
mind-
that they have jails for.
Yeah.
This is the individual that when you look at them, you go, no, this is definitely a person that either we're going to put in a mental institution for the rest of their life, having them constantly have rehab for the rest of their life, or you put them in Rikers forever.
That's true.
That's it. Like, you know what I mean? There's no in between with this one.
Oh,
Like, it's clear. He's a menace.
he's beyond gross as a human being. I just,
This isn't that other birthday I told you about. This is a different birthday. Multiple birthdays. She had to do these freak offs with Diddy and these escorts. He testified that Diddy handed the escort the condom, but stormed off angry, very angry, and muttering about betrayal. She felt like garbage,
Betrayal?
especially when Diddy later texted, "Look at the roof over your head."
betrayal because you didn't get your dick waxed? Give me a fucking break.
And-
What
and-
a big fucking mouth breathing baby.
Yeah, and the whole thing with, oh, this is my house, that's narcissism. That's totally,
Oh my God.
I give you your roof so that you fucking bow to me. No, that's narcissism. Like, 100% narcissism. Like, he's a threat to all people, not just females, because he attacks males, too.
That's true.
He's a threat to all free people.
Yep.
That's when you put someone away.
Yeah.
Referencing the $10,000 of rent that he still pays her in 2025. Jane said he withheld her rent for 2 weeks as punishment, forcing her to borrow $5,000 from a friend to cover it. And she also testified to crying herself to sleep, texting Diddy, "I feel forced to perform back to back." His reply, "You're lucky I'm still here." Jane's friend testifying anonymously confirmed seeing her shaking the next day.
Wow. Well, then I guess I'll be lucky when I'm gone. And you'll be even luckier, I guess. when I'm
You
gone.
know, I'm your abusive pimp, and you're lucky to have me.
Oh, God, he's fucking,
Now get back on that bed. Insane.
no.
This guy. No, this is why you put people away. There's like,
Yeah.
this is why there's prisons. People
Yeah.
are like, oh my God, let's have no prisons. Look, sorry, that's utopia bullshit. You don't get that until after the 1,000-year reign of Christ.
Amen.
You don't get that even in the 1,000 years. You don't have that because there's still bad folks out there. Okay, we don't get that until after the 1,000 years. Because there's fucking still sin. This bullshit. This perversity. You see it. They worship mammon and bodily fluids.
It's weird.
They're sick, fucking weird freaks.
With a bruised arm from Diddy's grip. The defense argued Jane's condom request showed agency, but her tearful account, backed by text and her friend's testimony, suggested a man who punished any hint of defiance. The fact that Diddy wired $10,000 to her landlord in January of 2025, this year, and paid her attorney's retainer fees, it feels like a power play, not generosity. This moment was raw and vindictive, and it shows Diddy's obsession with control over these women. Kathy's testimony about freak-off rituals was beyond depraved. It was a descent into cruelty. She described sessions lasting up to 4 days, with sweets drenched in baby oil, blood, and urine. Diddy...
This is ritualistic. Completely ritualistic, dude. This is Crowley shit.
I don't know that because I never read Crowley, and I'm not going to.
Yeah, man.
I never had a Crowley book, and I never will. I don't want to know that shit. But I agree with you. Like, especially the bodily fluids and the bodily substances. That's very ritualistic. You call it sex magic. It's definitely in that realm.
It's definitely making me sick to my stomach.
The
I'll
thoughts
say
of it,
that.
like they said, they had to have air fresheners all over the place all the time. But what do you think? Like, you're getting all slicked up with this oil, and you're slippery into your butt so far, like they're up inside their intestines.
So gross.
They're like up in people's intestines.
He might be worse than Crowley, actually.
No. I would have to see. Crowley had sex with boys and ripped them apart. No.
Did they say that about Diddy, too?
Well, I mean, he might. We don't know the full extent. Definitely not.
This is what she said. Ordered the male escorts to urinate, like I said, in her mouth, leaving her choking and gagging. I couldn't breathe. It burned my throat. I couldn't swallow. She recalled a 2015 session at the Mondrian Hotel where 2 escorts urinated in her mouth at once, with Diddy joining in, spraying her face. In another ritual, Diddy demanded escorts ejaculate on her face or her chest, then instructed her to smear it on his nipples or cheeks.
All right. Okay. Listen.
Oh my god, ew.
All right.
Ew.
I absolutely get the authority to speak as a heterosexual male on this. Okay? There is no universe that exists that this man is a heterosexual male. 0. There is no man.
Why are you focusing so much on that?
It's so gross. Because, like, everybody thought that he was this ladies' man.
Yeah.
He put on this thing as a ladies' man.
Diddy's mom said the only way she could get him to hush was to sit on his face.
Oh, wow. Well,
Ew.
I think Janice would say something like that for sure.
She would. She's nasty.
There's cornbread, and we got cornbread, and we got
She's
cornbread.
nasty like your son.
About fried chicken.
Yeah.
He'd grin like it was some kind of game, sometimes licking it off his fingers, she said, crying from the stand. Cassie said she was forced to perform
Eating other men's
even
jism.
on her period,
I mean, come
with
on.
blood-soaked tampons tossed on the floor. One session leaving a puddle under her. At the Montage Beverly Hills in 2014, Diddy set up an inflatable pool of baby oil, dunking her fully clothed while escorts watched. I felt like a prop, like I just wasn't even human. Her stylist, testifying anonymously, confirmed cleaning blood and oil off Cassie's body after noting her empty eyes. Prosecutors showed a hotel invoice for $15,000 in damages, including ruined mattresses. The defense called it adventurous sex, pointing to a 2014 text where Cassie...
Adventurous sex. You're fucking lie.
Adventurous.
You lie.
We're going to call that adventurous. That's not degrading anyone. You have 3 men piss in her mouth at the same time. That's like just a kink. That's a kink. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's-
It's heathenistic, weird, satanic shit.
And no, Shanny, as a woman, no woman wants that, right? 3 guys pissing in her mouth.
No.
No woman wants that.
No.
There you go.
I wouldn't be hanging with a woman who liked that shit anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no one wants that. Like, for real.
No, that's some freak ass weird shit.
Yeah, exactly.
She wrote, "I'm ready for tonight." But her 2015 text, "I'm disgusting, I hate this," and her sobs on the stand revealed a woman stripped of dignity. This wasn't kink. To me, this was torture. The trial's darkest moment is in March 5th of 2016. The Intercontinental Hotel assault captured on surveillance footage that left the jurors gasping. We've all seen it. Well, we haven't seen the whole thing, just a part of it. Diddy chases Cassie down a hallway, tackles her, and unleashes a flurry of punches and kicks. Blood drips from her nose. Her eyes swell shut, and he drags her back to the room by her hair. Her screams silent on the tape. Cassie testified this followed a freak off where Diddy punched her
I
for
think
trying
it should
to
be
leave,
said
fearing
here
that
for
she'd missed
myself
a
that
movie premiere.
the cops that responded to this, seeing Cassie in the state she was in, they should lose their jobs for not reporting this.
I agree.
They knew that she had been absolutely decimated, and they're just like, oh yeah, nothing, because why? It's Diddy. Yeah, you're done. You should be fired immediately.
Yeah. Who cares if it's Diddy? It's still a woman getting harmed. It's illegal.
Premiere.
Hi, Deanne. How are you, sweetheart?
We love you, Deanne. Good to see you.
Good to see you, hon.
God, this is a rough one today.
It is.
This is rough as fuck.
The room was a slaughterhouse, she said, with sheets again soaked with her blood from a split lip, urine from the escort's act, and baby oil everywhere. Diddy forced her to cover her black eye with concealer and continue with the escort, who testified to seeing her shaking but followed orders. Prosecutors say Diddy paid $100,000 to bury the video, which leaked, like I said, in 2023 on CNN. Cassie's mother, Regina Ventura, testified to seeing her daughter's bruises days later, taking photos shown in court that revealed a purple eye and swollen cheek. Regina said Cassie begged her not to call the police, fearing Diddy's retaliation. Diddy's 2024 Instagram apology called it dark times, but Cassie testified he beat her again in April of 2016, choking her until she blacked out. The defense argued the video shows a heated argument, not abuse, but the footage, backed by Cassie's testimony, her mother's photos, and the escort's account, is the prosecution's strongest evidence of Diddy's alleged reign of terror. This moment was violent, but documented, and is a gut punch that's impossible for anyone to unsee. So there are your top 10 of a brutal lineup of moments from Diddy's trial that hit like a sledgehammer.
I
From
think that's the
infection-
roughest day we've had.
Wow.
I think that's the roughest day we've had.
I
That-
think so, too.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That was psycho.
Too much shit.
I'll be right back.
Man.
So, we got a new video by Melanie Keane right now.
Another one?
Yeah.
God.
We're keeping up with the Diddies today.
So gross. Like, wow.
Jaguar, right? No. I think she's, compromised. In all honesty. What do you think, dear?
Well, all I have to say is black kitties. I don't trust black kitties. Why? Because they're run by the feds.
There you go.
Just like everything. Fucking hell.
Ah, fuck me. Sorry.
So much of the bullshit that we would say plagues our society is run by the government. Go figure.
Right?
That's pretty weird, but it's just a fact. If you know, you know. And I'm sorry that you have to know, but you do. And it's a matrix deal. Once you take red pills, you can't, the blue doesn't work.
No.
You're just awake. And at that point, the best thing you could do is try your best to chill out in life.
That's true, too.
And let Jesus take the wheel, to be honest. Help people when you can, where you can, do that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You do the work of Jesus, and that's it, and wait for him. Because the world is just done. It's like, Jordy's doing foodie, that's amazing.
He is, but
A21
it's
of
just,
US
a,
versus
I know.
Film trial. Now,
it's just a bunch of rehashed information. It's nothing new.
I know.
So, like, these foodie videos are getting fucking boring. Y'all need to find a different topic to talk about.
They can't. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like Shelly's like, oh, we'll go, I'll find somebody else. I'll do something different. Yeah, right. You're still talking about foodie. You haven't moved on at all.
No, they haven't really at all.
Or she's like, oh, I want to be here for the end of the story. Well, there isn't any new story yet. Why aren't you doing different content? Or at least be like the ankle and do like Flob to Bob retro.
Right?
Flob to Bob retros. Okay? Shelly, get with the content. What's the deal? What the fuck is your deal?
Like, I have different...
Sorry.
Did you turn it off?
No.
Oh, okay.
Go back to normal mode.
Okay.
there were some hiccups yesterday because, as happened with Mia, where they put up an exhibit, and then made threats for noting that the exhibit had been published. It was apparently an error, but that's not the press's fault, I don't think. Yesterday, Tinny Garagos was questioning Jane, the witness known as Jane, and identified the gender, which I'm tactfully, now that they've X'd it out, not revealing, but they did X it out in the transcript, and the whole thing's become kind of untenable. There's a point at which it's imperative that...
Okay, I see that.
What?
I see that Tam Tam has never seen The Matrix. Okay. The concept of The Matrix in a sentence or two is that the world that you're living in right now is a simulation, and you are basically in an egg pod being used as a battery by machines. The real world is a field of fetuses strapped to electronics to create energy for machines. The movie The Matrix tells the story of Neo, who is what you would call a messiah figure. Morpheus believes that he is the one, quote unquote, which is the messiah, and it's the story of him waking up out of the Matrix. His name was Tom Anderson, and he was just some fucking software engineer who ends up making a video game called The Matrix, which is in 4 Revelations.
I think so.
I love that. That was a fucking fantastic movie. The 4th one is good too. So the concept is waking up out of your slumber of fake reality. That's what it is. And a red pill is waking up. You take the red pill, you see how far the rabbit hole goes. You take the blue pill, you fall asleep, and you go back to your stupid fucking life.
There you go.
That's what Morpheus said to Neo, and Neo took the red pill.
Yeah, the blue pill is just going back to sleep, not knowing that you're controlled by machines and you live in a false reality. The red pill is you coming out of that and getting out of your shell, I guess, and becoming, human again, I guess you could say, instead of part of the machine.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's exactly what it's about. It's about coming out of conventional thinking. Like because philosophers famously will say, well, you can't even prove that you exist, which is accurate, but it doesn't matter.
No.
Because Descartes said, I think, therefore I am, and that's all the philosophy you need. There's no bit of philosophy other than that you fucking need. You know that you exist because you have thoughts and you're sentient, and you have feelings, and you fucking care about shit, hopefully.
Sorry.
You need something?
I got it. Don't worry about it.
But see, that's just boiling it down to, like, basic fucking shit. And it's like, yeah, you don't know if the reality that you're living in is the actual reality, but in the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. Because you know that you're having an experience.
True.
You can look in a mirror and go, oh shit, that's my mouth, it's moving, that stuff. That's what matters. But there's zero chance that there's not a God, because all this stuff is literally to inches. If we were just fucking, I don't know how closer to the sun, we'd be dead, gone. Okay? Everything is obviously designed to work. They say chaos theory. You're fucking full of shit. There's no chaos. Like you see a blown apart planet.
Hey,
What?
Ian Malcolm was a very intelligent man.
But he was full of shit, philosophically. You don't see chaos. You might see a blown apart planet because it's old. The universe is old as fuck. I'm a catastrophist. Like, it's been here for a long time, and it's gone through shit. But it is absolutely, the existence is miraculous, and now we have to talk about this freak again.
There you go.
Both to allow live reporting and just for general First Amendment purposes. Things said or shown in open court must be able to be reported without any kind of threats. So that's there.
Day 21 of the Diddy trial just wrapped up. As you know, cameras are not allowed in the courtroom, but I have the transcript and let's get into it. So once again, we are getting our transcript or our court notes, because it's not a true transcript. We don't have that, from Matthew Russell Lee over Inner City Press. I tried a different person who was kind of doing a transcript summary while they were in court, but you guys told me that you prefer his. Now, yesterday, all of a sudden his cut off randomly mid-afternoon. So it was good that I actually switched over yesterday, but now he's back. I'm not sure why he was missing, but shout out to him. He's doing a lot of hard work. All right. So now back, U.S. versus Sean Combs, day 21, Jane still on cross-examination. Anonymity demanded notwithstanding questions asked. And then he has some of his things that are there. Oh, here it is. Oh, he did an audiobook for week 4 talking about the pseudonyms, used for victims and what can actually be reported, because people have been getting in trouble for different things. Anything before the jury comes?
Holy shit, man. What do you think people are getting reported for?
Violating the, it's not a gag order, but you're not supposed to talk about the case or anything outside. if you're a juror and stuff.
Okay, so it's a juror thing. It's not like
It's violating. You're not supposed to really discuss it if you're a juror. And certain information, because there's Jane Does. There's women that want to keep Mia. That's not her name.
yeah.
They blocked her face out when they painted her. So there's people that want to keep themselves not known to everybody because it'll affect their lives.
I get that.
Fuck their jobs up and stuff. You know?
No,
Which is horrible, but that's just true.
it is.
It's horrible.
Comes
Bullshit.
in. Does the defense want to respond to the government on the juror issue? Combs' attorney, this is a thinly veiled attempt to exclude a black juror. We looked at the record and found a lack of candor. We'll deal with it before the weekend. Are the jurors ready? No. What? I think it's then will take 10 minutes. Sorry. Sometimes there's typos and things. He's doing the best he can, trying to scribble it, type these things out from court. One thing I want to say is that this juror was kicked off, or I believe the juror has been kicked off of there's been attempted to kick this juror off the court. It's juror number 6. We don't know why, but this is the first thing we're getting, that they said they found a lack of candor. So that means they weren't telling the truth. They either, lied by omission or misrepresented something. Didn't tell the full truth. We don't know what it could be, but maybe we'll get more details. I'm not sure. But the defense, so the prosecutors want this juror out, but the defense wants to keep them in. And now they're claiming they want to keep them in just because they're black. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Waiting for the jurors, Combs is reading something, talking to Agnifilo on one side, Shapiro 1 seat away. About the juror the U.S. wants to remove, that's what he's questioning, still waiting for jury. Incidentally, why isn't the prosecutor's letter seeking to exclude the juror in the docket, at least in redacted form, despite Inner City Press's request and Judge?
They're gonna get a hung jury, aren't they?
I could say that that's a very, very, very bad sign. If you got a juror that's going belly up,
Yeah.
That's a horrible sign. And how could you fuck this up? There's so much evidence. Like how?
I know.
How? For one of the biggest cases that they finally decide to take to court, it's a fucking mistrial or hung jury or whatever. Are you serious?
Right?
So your conviction rate is 99 point something %, right? Wow. One of the biggest ones you fucking flunk. Are you serious? That's wow. I don't know what to say. They tried to bring all these charges against Trump. Gone, all of them.
Yep.
Do you see how you play the game? If you're in the family deal and you're playing the game, you can do what you want. Not you or me, but them.
Yep.
You're invited to the party because you got the scratch. You got the money for it. You're in the club. Go ahead. Do what you want to the fucking sheeple. Shear them. They're mutton. They don't know any better. It's almost an obligation to us to do this to them.
Right?
That's how they feel.
It seems like it.
And then you add a layer of like Crowleyanism in here. You mix Crowley shit in. You have the most disgusting ideology that literally the planet's ever seen. Mm-hmm. You mix this stuff with, and then ancient Sumerian like sex rights and crazy shit like that. They've invented a new thing. That's why it says in Revelation that the God that they know now, the elite, is a God the Hebrews never even heard of.
Yeah.
Like it's foreign. Like it's just about debauched abuse. Like what?
It's so weird.
Shabramian's order. So, as I've been telling you, they have not been putting things in the public docket for this case, for this trial. And Matthew has been covering cases in the Southern District of New York for years, like cases even bigger than this, like Ghislaine Maxwell. And he's never seen anything like this. So he had to petition the judge that things weren't in the docket. The judge said he made an order that things need to go in the docket, but they still are not putting those things in there. And it's very strange because these are things that the public has a right to have. Freedom of Information Act. Okay. So these are public records. Some can be redacted, and unless the judge orders certain ones under seal, they can be out here. All rise. Ms. Garagos, you may proceed. So this is the defense cross-examination for those who don't know. I was to admit this exhibit under seal. Can you read that, Jane? Messages December 2021 between yourself and Cabral after a hotel night. Yes. You had a pretty intense night? Yes. He says to you, you were talking so dirty to me. I love it. Yes, I'm being friendly here. After your long hotel night, you saw him with Gina? Yes. So that's Gina Hahn. That's another woman that Diddy's been messing with for decades at this point. And there's a whole history. She was believed to be victim number 3. Then victim number 3 went missing before the trial. There's a whole history between her and Cassie, her and Little Miami, her and Jane Doe. It's just, she's just always in the wings waiting for Diddy. Even though she went on a podcast, Tasha K's podcast, and talked about how Diddy used to beat her and even kicked her in the stomach while she was pregnant. I believe that she was pregnant at one point and he would.
Yeah, the Asian girl. Yeah. Yeah.
What a monster. Are you fucking kidding me? You got children, Diddy, like prior, and even if you didn't, but you're kicking the girl that has a baby in her in the stomach. Like, literally, what do you say? Like,
I say you're a dick. Like,
you're a fucking menace, disgusting freak that needs to be gone from society forever.
yeah, I have no real empathy or love for the guy.
This is not forgivable shit. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
Because it's so egregious. It's like to the point of triggering. Like, it's triggering shit. It's that gross and wrong.
It is.
Totally
Kicking
taken
her and all that stuff.
advantage
Anyway,
of she just wanted a career,
Yeah.
and her career became being an object in the worst way possible. You know,
It really
it's
is.
horrible fucking shit.
I feel bad for these people, man.
They never had a child together that we know of. Then Cabral wrote to you that he would be in LA and he'll stay to see you if you want it. Yes. What do you say? It's my birthday weekend and you don't show me no love. Then you asked him to send you a personal video. Yes. That night you saw the Italian entertainer who will call the entertainer. Yes. And when they
Hey, you want to see my big Italian sausage? Hey. The Italian entertainer. What, Stallone?
Hey, I just thought I'd come over and show you my sausage, Every once in a while, there's a girl that wants to play hide the sausage, and I go, well, maybe.
Maybe.
You go come with me, get a cheesesteak together, and then we go on a date, and then I'll see if you want the Italian sausage in you.
That sounds like a good date, actually.
I'll
take your sausage any day.
Italian stallion. I guess I'm the Anglo-Saxon stallion or something. Something like that, I guess.
I love you.
love you too.
You're hot.
they say entertainer, these are all male escorts. Cabral is, and whoever this Italian person is. And Sean had taken up with Young Miami? Yes. And you said, if you don't get your ass out of the island, no party, right? Right. Sean wrote you a note that you said meant the world to you. You told KK you wanted to make it cute and romantic. Yes. The Valentine's Day hotel night, having two men there, was that your idea? It was. After these nights, it was crushing to see these things. Like Gina posting the love bracelet on Instagram, right? Yes. Here, you're planning to reach out to Sean and perhaps reach out to the Italian? I was still doing that then. He says, can you FaceTime? Yes, that's what he said. 10 days later, you had another hotel night. Maybe.
These people are so fucking weird over their shit. Like, this is like ancient Rome shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
the sexually immoral will not inherit the kingdom of God.
Well, that's for sure.
Let me refresh your recollection of seeing Mr. Combs and not having a hotel night with him. I certainly did. No hotel nights until the end of June? Maybe. Here, Mr. Combs says I'm jerking my...
Yeah, no.
Yeah, see, no
one wants to know about your Tootsie Roll.
I got time, I got some time off. So, I could not jerk it like 24/7 for maybe a week. I'm not sure, maybe half a week. Okay. I need a new order of baby oil now.
And
Okay.
Astroglide. Don't forget the Astroglide.
There's no way that I'm going to have enough for next week if you're not getting a case of the Astroglide here now. Okay? Like, literally, I need this yesterday. Because, look, there's a freak-off going on right now. And Cassie's gone through, like, 2 bottles already. Okay? We got 4 days up in this motherfucker.
God, what a freak.
We got 4 days up in here. Okay?
Peen,
4 days.
thinking how nasty you are going to be to me, right? Yes. He says, call Italian or Paul, if free. I think it means if free. And you like Paul is free. I think he says, call Italian or Paul. Oh, sorry. All right. I'm going to read it the way it is. Call Italian or Paul is free. Then she liked that Paul was free. So he wrote two different texts, call Italian. And then the next line is, or Paul is free.
I don't care. Go on.
She put it up a like, a thumbs up. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's just, like I said, it's difficult to read sometimes, but I'm trying to get clarification. He gave you a choice and you chose. Yes.
Oh, the smell in those rooms. Ugh. Ugh.
Could you imagine being the worker? Because like you go in there, there's fucking candle wax all over the place. There's oil everywhere, even on the fucking curtains. Everything's drenched in oil.
I'd be just leaving.
You can't clean that. Like you need to bring in a specialty cleaning company.
I know.
That's why they charge him $1,000 extra.
I know, right? Close the room down when he's not here.
By default, you charge that motherfucker $1,000 extra.
That's true.
Because he's literally leaving wax and oil everywhere. And it smells like ass for days. Okay? You can't get the smell out.
Ugh.
We have to biohazard that fucking room after he's done. Okay?
Oh, yeah, he wanted those rooms extra hot, too, so you had to smell ass. Swamp ass smell.
You know, like everybody that's had sex knows. You know.
I'm
responds,
done.
I told Paul 11 p.m. Is that okay? And let's watch porn first, right?
Aw.
Yes. He says, London Hotel. What would you get? Stripper shoes, shorts, maybe whips. Why shorts? I was really turned off by their shorts, so I got other.
I have nothing at this point.
He was not okay with the shorts situation, so he bought them He bought new shorts.
I think. Maybe that's what happened.
I'm thinking those high heels. You know, you got maybe 5 inches. I want 7. You see, so that I can put the heel in my mouth while I'm jerking off
What a fucking weirdo.
and touching the guy's anus.
Weirdo.
Other shorts for them. It was not so fun. It was not so fun to wait for them to be erect. I started to get things on the side. I don't know, the SID, so they could get erect. I started to get things on the side. Okay, so they could get erect. I got pills at the stores, rhino pills. Oops. The next day, he says, want to do dinner at 9? Bring the freak bag just in case. Right. Laundry.
The freak bag.
Oh yeah. They said that Cassie she had like a bag of dildos and all kinds of sex toys that she would get ready.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
She'd get all of her the various sex memorabilia toys and put it in a bag, and that's the freak bag.
Oh, this is so gross.
Freak bag and crusty dildos.
I'm gonna have to watch a movie or something after this shit.
Lingerie and the rest.
I need a palate cleanser.
But you didn't have a freak night. Let me refresh your recollection. And this exhibit under seal. He says, I'm about to work out with Paul. Then I want to see you. You say, hair up.
When you say work out with Paul, do you mean work out or do you mean work out? No, I don't.
It's a Meek Mill workout. Do you get that? You earned it, Daddy.
He's got some serious sex addiction problems.
Daddy.
He really needs help.
You know what you did today, Daddy.
Yeah.
And Meek Mill is in the pool with his asshole out, and he's like, oh, my anus. Like, literally, my ass.
There was probably a FaceTime between these two. He says, did you want to hit Italian, right? Yes, I didn't want to. Yeah, I'm going to do a recap because some of this is not making sense at all. Sean says, Paul is all we need, and you say LOL. What do you say? I'll go to the store unless you get a head start. So then, okay, so he says, Paul, if you think about text message, Paul is all we need. She responds with the LOL, and then she says something else. I'll go to the store unless you get a head start. So Diddy alone with the escort getting a head start. Oh, we heard about the cuckold bye thing. Okay. What do you mean? Go to the hotel ahead of me. But then you spent several days at his home? Maybe. You really did love him, right? Yes. Do you remember seeing...
Why would you love this, like, weird-ass freak, man? This is so, like... no. Like, this is pretty much me the whole time. Like, no. Like, gross. Ew.
His cringe factor.
Ugh.
Okay, for pretty much, would you say, Shanny, like 98, 99.9% of women is like, they're like, you're just a freak.
Yeah,
Like-
he just raises the ick so much.
There's like no way that well-adjusted real women would want to fuck with this, right?
No.
There's no way.
No.
Okay.
No.
Then I'm correct. Okay.
That's why he chooses them young. They're naive.
Yeah.
No actual older woman would go into this shit.
Sean in September of 2022 and not having a hotel night? September 9th? I'm not sure. Now, do you see him, but no hotel night? So it's like, I think it's saying, so you saw him, but no hotel night? That is incorrect. September 4th, we took a jet to Vegas. He performed, then we had a hotel night with an entertainer. Do you remember seeing him on September 20th and not having a hotel night? I'm not sure. Let me show you this. Does it refresh your recollection? I guess I did. Did Sean pay for your birthday dinner? Yes. What was the restaurant? I can't remember the name. You had a great time? I had an okay time. You write, is Nobu the only place? How about something outside of the hotel? He conveniently put me in a hotel with the new Nobu. I suggested Poppy Steaks. That's a nice restaurant in Miami. So I've heard.
Wookie, I think the
Valentine's
reason
Day.
for that is that he wanted to degrade Cassie.
Yeah, he's a psychopath. He likes seeing the eyes of someone in pain or disturbed or
Yeah. And I say that because
probably a life snuffed out too.
I say that because that would make sense. Otherwise, he would get all sex workers to do this stuff. He wanted to actively degrade Cassie. That's what I believe.
I think so too. It's weird Ted Bundy shit, I think.
The year before he was in a different country. You wrote, get your ass back from that island, right? Yes. Then at the Nobu Hotel, you accepted. I would say I went along with it. You said accepted. My stuttering was trying to find the right word for the pressure I felt. You mean agitation? Yes. You said he gave you your birthday gift, a necklace. Yes. Did you take this photo? Yes. Under seal. So they're showing it under seal. It was a Van Cleef necklace. Yes. What is Van Cleef? A jewelry brand that is high end. In the photo, I had already taken drugs. Any time of affection made me smile. You took a mirror selfie? Unfortunately, yes. Sean gave the entertainer a condom that night. Yes. Are these your texts with Cabral? I was high. It was 2:40 in the morning. UCT time, right? Yes. So it was night, East Coast time. Yes. You invite Cabral for the next day, but the ecstasy would have worn off by then, right? And these nights, I repeatedly took ecstasy. You say you will book.
Man, these stupid idiots could have had heart attacks and died. Like, that stuff is so bad for you. Like, oh my god. I don't understand why people take this shit.
Well, I
His
mean,
travel
if you know, there is what you would call
the next day, right? Yes.
There is what you would call a responsible way to do it,
Yeah.
but that had nothing to do with what this guy was doing.
No.
Okay, responsible doesn't even come to his mind.
Yeah, it is straight up sadism, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, and I believe that they're all, it's like a satanic coven. It's a Satanist coven.
I think so too.
That's how I'm feeling about it.
What did you write her? I wrote, I appreciate everything you did for my birthday. Oh, that's distracting me. Sorry. What did you write her? I wrote, next day. So you booked travel. What did you write him? I wrote, I appreciate everything you did for my birthday. I want to give you everything you want on Valentine's Day. What did you mean? The necklace and your lovemaking, only with regard to him. So I think it's the necklace and his lovemaking, only with regard to him. Then you sent him photos of your guys in the hotel room. Yes. You didn't tell him you didn't like it until you saw him with Carisha, that's Young Miami, and Turks and Caicos, right? Yes. It was very hurtful after enduring what I endured.
Oh man, she probably flipped out when she saw Miami. You know? Yeah. Woohoo.
You reached out to Cabral under the pressure of my lover. Like, what? My lover? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to move this mic because I'm like leaning this way. Under the pressure of my lover. Why not just under the pressure of Diddy? Okay. You asked him and he gave the man a condom at the very last minute. Thank God. You wrote to him, I loved and appreciated every detail you put into my birthday. I wrote that with regard to Sean. You wrote that to Sean. You stopped talking to him? I was heartbroken. I flew to Paris Fashion Week. You enjoyed it? Yes. This is a text message chain between you and Sean, March of 2023. On the 2nd, he wrote, "Sorry, I called you a biatch. I deserve this. Love, right?" So I guess he's apologizing for calling her that. Yes. He then writes, "When can you come to Turks?" Right? Yes. You sent him a heart emoji and wrote, "What we have is special," right? Yes. The budget for your trip was
Honey, you're being played. Okay, if you were special to him, he would have you front and center and you wouldn't have to worry about him being with another woman.
Yeah. Well, I mean special in the sense that, you know, you're inventing new scents every time you do this with people.
That's true.
Like the most grotesque fucking smells you can imagine
Ugh.
that ruin a room for 3 days that they have to clean it.
God, no.
This, I mean, this is like really
Ugh.
disgusting.
He's such a dog.
was $100,000? Yes. And he spent 55,000. Oh no, yes. And he spent 55,000? I don't know. You felt he didn't like you up and leaving to Paris. So he didn't like her going up and leaving to Paris. No, he didn't. You went to the Mandarin Oriental and watched pornography with Sean? Yes. Sean asked you about bringing Don? Given the situation, I said yes. You said if you know Paul would be there, you wouldn't have gone to Turks. I would not have. Did you write to Cabral from there and invite him to come there? Yes, under the encouragement of my partner. Yes, I did. You were happy Sean gave you diamonds. I thought it was sweet. You were glad to get diamonds? I just wanted Sean. You wrote, "I wanted diamonds. Objection as to form." Rephrase it. Do you remember telling Paul that you let Sean, let me make sure, yeah, that you let Sean go too far and it was your fault?
Yeah, he had male escorts piss in your mouth, but he gave you diamonds, right?
Yeah, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Like, come on, what do you want from the guy? Piss in the mouth, get diamonds. Like, come on, this is normal.
Oh my God. I know, right?
This is insane.
It's the weirdest thing I think I've ever heard, actually.
Yes. Your Honor, I think this would be a good place to take a break. Okay, all rise. They take a break. They're back. Are we all ready except for the absence of Miss Comey? Yes, Your Honor. We've reached you. So Comey enters. Okay, let's bring Jane back in. Jane enters, jury enters. Ms. Garagos, you may proceed. You wrote, "All I have in my mind right now is your passionate lovemaking," right? Yes. You saw him 2 weeks later and did not have a hotel.
Passionate lovemaking. What?
Yeah, I know that this is a Jane Doe, but I'm just saying, like, the behavior's the same. It doesn't matter if it was Cassie or Jane Doe. Like, he's doing the same shit
Ugh.
with these people.
So messed up.
But Kim Porter's supposed to be like, oh, we don't touch Kim. She's the queen.
I guess so.
But, yeah, you can be with 5 other women and you're doing this shit with them. Like,
Yeah, like, gross, dude.
Hell night. Maybe. Oops, sorry. Let's play this voice note. I believe there is no objection. I don't have it on my list, but if Ms. Garagos represents I have no objection, I won't. Give me a minute. I'll move on. Did you ask about hotels or Airbnbs? Yes. And Sean asked, how do you know there aren't cameras in the Airbnb? Right? Yes. I wrote, they could be covered by security. We'll just say it's our anniversary and we want to cover them to feel comfortable. What did you write to Sean?
Hello, mate. How are you, be kind? Are you doing okay?
You make my child so happy. I love you. And she's crying. Oh, whew. If this is, who allegedly, we do not know who Jane Doe is, but talk is that it could be 50 Cent's baby mother and Diddy was around his son and they have their decades-long beef.
Oh, snap.
there's many reasons that 50 Cent Curtis is on Diddy's ass. There are multiple reasons why. First of all, because he is a fruit pop, and he knew it.
Jesus, Jason.
He's like, what? This guy comes up to me and
there's-
says he wants to buy me clothes. That's something you talk to a woman.
There's a lot.
You say
There's
that to
lot.
a
I may have to
woman.
break it down in another video. That because Diddy, 50, if this was her, we don't know. Diddy was dealing with a lot of women, but if it was, and he's threatened to file for full custody before and all types of things, this could get pretty messy for her because she also admitted to being a drug mule for Diddy and doing a lot of different drugs.
Wow.
So,
Oh, that's not a good one. They probably gave her immunity for that testimony then.
That's a tough situation. Tough situation. You make me so happy. I love you. She starts crying. Take as much time as you need. I do remember. Are you ready? Yes. In this, where are you? Hotel night. 3136 sealed. So these are photo exhibits. And this, 3152. Is it a message after the hotel night saying, I love living in the moment with you? It was our little party, rose, whatever we were saying. Is that a moon emoji? Your Honor, may we approach? Yes. There's a break. Sidebar over. Jane, jumping ahead, DX3171. Is this a message chain between you and Mr. Combs, August 9th, 2023? Yes. Mr. Combs writes, movie night off the charts. You say you agree, right?
I want to do a movie night. It's been a while.
Yes. Then the All-Star night, canceled by the hurricane, right? Yes. Then you heard Mr. Combs on a podcast in Croatia, where he said he had sex on the yacht trip. You said he lied to you. It hurt my feelings. You proposed Zero Bond or Casa Cipriani. Are these two private clubs in New York? Yes. But you ended up going to a lounge, right? Yes. After you rejected the new entertainer for lack of chemistry, you called Cabral? Yes. And you said that you were high that night and felt freer. You let Cabral do things you usually didn't. Yes. And you then wrote to Mr. Combs, I love you so much. I did. You spoke about the sobriety party. You resented him for it, right? Yes. You had wanted to break up with him after you saw him with Gina. There were so many times I wanted to break up with him. You were in an Equinox parking lot and you tried to break up with him, right? Yes. Let me play you an audio recording.
Oh, shit. They got an audio recording of the breakup, bros. That's nuts.
So it's Sean Combs' voice, we were both tripping. And then Jane's voice says, we need to pick each other up. What is this from? Again, clarification in the recap. No entertainers that night. Right. But it was after the video in Cassie's lawsuit was made public. Yes. Before that, would Mr. Combs write Cassie love letters while with you? I'm not so sure. Oh, I remember. Adjourned. So that's it for court. But they have a few more things they're wrapping up. So that's it for Jane. I understand for today. I understand Miss Garagos will finish tomorrow morning. Who will be the next?
I don't care about the rest of that. But that's us catching up with Diddy and the trial. So now we don't have to do that, this week. Tomorrow I'll think of something else that we'll do in the Shanny Dojo.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, sorry.
Andre Lamaze.
All I can say to anybody out there is, like, if you know any people that are like if you see a pattern like with someone like this, fucking
Run. Leave.
have nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
Because this guy, like, literally, I really do think he's probably a MK Ultra programmer.
I think so too.
Knowingly so, I think so.
Yeah.
I think he knows what he does. Like,
I think so too.
it's wild.
It is.
All right. That was fun.
That was fun.
Thank you to the audience for being amazing. We love y'all.
Yeah.
And have a good night. And this was a great show.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
I think I'm going to listen to
Peace
this.
in Maranatha.
And that's it.
Hi, guys.
Jesus bless.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. These are babies. We have a gathering in the water knowing that we love all of them.
There are babies with all our heart.
All our
All our heart, forever.